Good morning, Rotary. It's a wonderful day to be a Rotarian. So happy to have all of you here with us this morning on this special occasion. We have Keith Gunter that will lead us in prayer, our chaplain.
Morning. Good morning. I wrote these down because there's several folks who need families to keep in prayer with their parents. Greg Motz, Ryan Schnabel, Danae, Britta Grant. I saw Britta here, I think.
I'm back here.
Hey, how we doing?
We're hanging in there. Dad finishes his first full week of radiation today, and he'll get chemo and radiation tomorrow. Thank you for the continued prayers.
Any others? Yes. Oh, me? Yeah, you guys get that. Awesome. That works.
So, a dear friend and family had a devastating loss. A 3-year-old girl opened the window, an upper window, pushed out the screen and fell. Landed on her head and died. It's hard to imagine.
Others? The 2010, you might know who won the World Series in 2010? Baseball fanatics.
Red Sox?
The San Francisco Giants won in 2010. They had gone through like a 50-year drought. And, you know, huge celebration. They won it. And what most people also don't know is who actually delivered the trophy to the room. You know, they're in there, they're partying, they're celebrating, and they're gathering the trophy, they're getting the trophy, and they're taking it to them. Apparently, it's a great honor. Well, the owner of the San Francisco Giants was handed the trophy by the league, and he immediately handed it over to a guy named Mike Murphy. Mike Murphy had worked for the team for years, gone through the ups and downs, but was diligent about his service, and Mike Murphy was the equipment manager. And Mike Murphy walks in, and he's picking up bags, and he's handed the trophy, and he's like, "It's my honor." And he goes, "Yes, because you built the character of this team by what you did silently behind the scenes." And there's a picture, interesting enough, after he hands off the trophy, and the team celebrates and hugs him, and just a moment later, he's going around and he starts picking up bags and putting equipment back. Because the heart of a servant is someone who's willing to serve and to help. That's actually what shapes us. We also think it's overcoming great achievements or what we conquer, but it's the ones who help us. Those are the ones who shape us, and it's why we have so many people who are in the fields they're in because they were helped. Whether they're counselors, whether they're doctors, whether they're nurses, they've experienced the help. And that's what shaped the community. Okay, let's pray. Lord, may we be aware of what shapes us this day. And often, if we look back deeply, it is not just what we accomplished. It is who helped us along the way. Those who served and cared for us in moments that have transformed our lives. Lord, you are the one who stepped in and helped us in ways we never imagined. And give us hope, grace, mercy, forgiveness. And God, may we be inspired to do the same this day. Lord, thank you for a club who inspires to help and to serve. We pray this prayer in your name. Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. My country, 'tis of thee, sweet land of liberty, of thee I sing. Land where my fathers
Gunny.
Well, good morning, fellow Rotarians. What a great looking group of fellow Rotarians we have gathered here today, here in the finest city in the Mid-South, that city by the lake, on the northeast side of Music City, USA, the city of Hendersonville, Tennessee. Well, I do hope you're all well rested and ready for the challenges of the day. And what challenge of the day is?
Make a commitment to excel in the community.
All make a commitment for the excel in the community and maybe make a positive difference on all those people you're going to meet this week. To our honored guest, distinguished visitors, welcome. We are now in the presence of the finest Rotary Club in the world. Where are you at? Hendersonville. All right, let them be joined me before they test the things they do. First,
This is the truth.
second,
This is fair to all concerned.
third,
Will it build goodwill and better friendships?
fourth,
Will it be beneficial to all concerned?
what are you motivated? All right, let's carry on now. Roar.
Thank you all so much. Please enjoy the rest of your breakfast. We are going to hesitate not to get started. And if we have time towards the end, we will be able to take happy bucks and announcements at that time. But for right now, we're going to go ahead and get started as we squeeze in this 3 hours into one. So our first thing on the agenda today is that we would like to thank our board of directors that have served in this past year, 2019-2020. And I'm going to ask if they will each, as we call their names, if they will come up here and stand. And then at the end, if you would, please give them a great big round of applause for all their hard work all year long. So our first is Jonathan Hayes, immediate past president. Mr. Hayes, please come and join us. Keith Denton, president-elect, soon to be president of this club. Michelle Owens, who is helping me here, our first vice president, soon to be president-elect. Michael Grubbs, please come up and stand with us. Joey Montalbano, treasurer for the foundation. Michael Grubbs is our treasurer for the club. This is your officers. And then Gunny Henley, if you would please come up for all you do for us, our sergeant at arms, member of our board. His wisdom has been greatly beneficial to us all. Kim, come stand and be acknowledged. Where are you? Nancy Myers, come on down. Mary Poole. Brian Stokely, is he able to be with us this morning? I don't think he is. Doug Turner, Rita Ward, and Carrie Lou Westendorf. I know that Carrie Lou wasn't able to be here with us this morning.
Group of. Where's so? Not this time. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Got it.
Thank you all. Give them a big round of applause. This might go smoother than I thought. And we have our committee chairs, and I am going to name each person off, even though I know that they're not here. We do have our live feed going over there, so we can still acknowledge them. I'm hoping everyone's watching from home that wasn't able to be here. So grant writer, we have several people that are working on that project, but I'm going to at this point acknowledge Joe Beaver for all that he has done on our grants. Mike Josephine, please come on up, and I'd like you to stay up here with us while we do this. Mike handled our dictionary project. He visited all the different clubs, let them know what we were doing, and gained support from all the clubs throughout Sumner County to help fund our dictionary project and become involved, actually hand those out to all the kids, so it was awesome. Oliver Berry, you have headed up every year our half marathon. Please come up here and be acknowledged and stand with us. Pancake Breakfast, Marilyn Van Order, and Julie White, if you would both come on up, co-chairs. Sandra Gaskins has done a fabulous job of our membership committee. And Carrie Lou Westendorf, who has handled introducing every new member to our club, talking to them about what is expected and what we, as far as obligations from them and what our club does. Our chaplain, Keith Gunter, please come back up and stand up here with us. Gunny, please, for our 4-way test, come back up. And thank you to our Gazette website, Facebook gal, Mary Poole. Please come up and join us. Instagram account was handled by Dawn Lynn. Thought for the day, Mitch Healy, come on down. Our Buddy Check and Happy Bucks, Dawn Ames, please come up and join us. Our student mentorship program, our gentleman for the half marathon, Oliver Berry, handled that for us as well. That's the student mentorship program. Thank you, Oliver. That's a wonderful, kind of quiet project, and it's so valuable to our children in school here. Duffy White, who handled all of our speakers week after week after week, getting them up here and getting them involved, getting them to know what we needed to do for them to get them set up. Don Clausen, for our photographer, thank you so much. Educator of the Month, Jerry Faulkner, please join us. Officer of the Quarter, Eddie Roberson, please join us. Scholarships, Lee Rocks. Newspaper Review, Julie White. Interact, Delia Knight. Where are you, Delia? Come on up. Rotaract was Di Long. Speech contest, Troy Smith, come on up. Our Student Merit Awards was Tracy Johannesson. She handled that week after week. And then for our biggest project, the First Responder Monument, and we already have up here Eddie Roberson, but Barbara Brennan, you were hugely instrumental. Will you please come up and join us? When we say it takes a village, we mean it.
All right, Jerry, come on. There you go. You're looking through? Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Once more. 1, 2, 3. Go get it. 1, 2, 3. Once more. 1.
Thank you all for everything that you have done. I do have a couple of special awards, and actually none of these women are here today, but I'm going to mention them because they have been hugely instrumental for me this year. These are 3 women that have been there for me to make those phone calls, to give guidance and wisdom, long-term members of this club. And I want to thank, and I have some gifts for them, which we can give out at another time. But I want to thank Diane Black.
She's here.
Diane's here? Please come up. Diane, for me, has been very special in many different things. She did my induction for the Sumner Association of Realtors. She did my induction for this Rotary presidency. And she has just been a huge supporter and friend, and I will be forever grateful. This is a lady that I brought in a number of years ago, and I knew that she would be a great Rotarian, and she has made a fabulous president. Let's give her a little round. Another woman that I want to thank is Brenda Payne. She again has always been on the other end of the but certainly not least, Mary Ann Womeldorf. What a wonderful, wonderful woman, inspiration, and truly a great guide as we navigate some of the things we had to get through this year. She's been wonderful to me, and I thank her. Next, I would like Don Clausen to come up, and we will have an announcement for Rotarian of the Year. Don was our Rotarian last year.
All right. So this is a big deal. Certainly one that surprised me when I got it, but well, not to loop the pool with that. This says that the purpose of the Rotarian of the Year Award is to recognize the outstanding contributions of a member for the activities and mission of our club. Well, this person's certainly done that. And Keith's talk earlier about someone being a servant. Well, this person certainly has been a servant, giving freely of their time, energy, and skill. She is, besides being a Rotarian, she's just a wonderful person. I mean, you can talk to this person anytime. She's just so friendly. She lights up a room. And she really is intent on doing the kinds of things that Rotary stands for. She just gives effortlessly, which is always, to me, amazing. She keeps members up to date on what's going on. We see things that she's done in the newsletter. It is just a wonderful, wonderful thing. And yeah, that sort of gave it away, but hey, it's true. It's really also in the organizational aspect of the things that she does. She keeps things together. She really makes it easy for all of us to work together. And it is actually my honor to call this person a friend. She's really my friend. I appreciate that. So this is sort of an odd situation here, because this person is really two people. I suspect this has never happened before, but we had a tie. So there are two Rotarians of the Year. One is the newsletter lady. Okay, come on up, Mary Poole.
Congratulations, Mayor. I give you a hug, but I can't. There you go.
And the other person who is just the same as Mary is our president. So, let them say something.
Well, I'm totally in awe of Mary and everything that she does, and I cannot thank you enough. This is a complete and utter shock. Thank you all for everything, your support. It has truly been an honor. And I am blessed to be sharing this award with you, Mary, because you have been an absolute champion for us this year. Would you like to say something?
Three.
Okay, I gotta say something funny so I won't cry. You know, I do what I do because I love Rotary. I hate being a crier. Shocked, honored. Fran, you couldn't share it with a better person, but you need to get over here and take a picture picture with me so Dawn can get it. Content for the Gazette. Might take notes. I am passing the Gazette on, and it's really hard. So y'all just help me not keep controlling it. That's an issue I have. So that's why I've done it for 4.5 years. But it's been an honor, and I just love Rotary, and I just want to thank you all. Very special to me. Thank you.
Girl power. Well, let's see. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that works. All right, once more. 1, 2, 3. Once more. 2, 3. Got it. Thank you.
Now what we're supposed to do on all discombobulations. Where's the microphone? Wow, thank you, thank you, thank you. We have some awards that did not get passed out. Don, this is for you. When you came up. Eddie Roberson, we have something for you. Barbara Brennan, we have something for you. Okay.
I felt miserably already this morning. This is my leadership, guys.
We got little pieces of paper floating around back here. Next, we have Kim to please come up. Mariana Womeldorf is generally the person who presents the St. Womeldorf Paul Harris Award, and she is not able to be here with us. I know that she is online watching everything, and Kim is going to be her representative this morning, who is also a past St. Womeldorf Award recipient and a true friend of ST's.
You know, it's just not fair. There are so many people who know ST personally could deliver way better than I could. But Marianne and ST and all of them, they consider me as ST's only son. He always said to his daughter, never that son. So everywhere we go, he always introduces me as my son. Actually, people start believing it. The great Indian poet, Tagore, he wrote, I slept and dreamed that life was joy. I awoke and saw that life was service. I acted, and behold, service was joy. That really thumbs up what ST is about. You don't know whether it's true ST or he's somewhere doing whatever. That was him. So whomever received ST Womeldorf Award is the highest, not only honor, but that means that this person lived, walked to the exact same way that ST walked. It's no surprise, because I'm standing in front of the person who receiving ST Womeldorf Award, already recognized several times. I cannot tell you. You already said about her, and Hall and I, we lived together, starting club presidents 2008 and 9. So I had known her for that long. And ST and I, we visit different clubs every single week. That's in Hermitage, all of those clubs that we visited numerous times. So she knows ST very well. and ST and I know her very, very well for all these years. And I don't think we could pick any better person for this year's to honor ST, and he'd be very pleased that you chose medical as an ST member.
Okay, I just need a favor. Troy, up here, Daniel, I need my son. These are, the one thing I really tried to do, and I thought of it as while doing this, is without you guys, this is impossible. So, you know, I do the Paul Harris Fellows for a reason, and it's because, not just because I love Rotary, I love the mission of service, and that's the essence of ST. This is so overwhelmed. Thank you.
All right. 1, 2, 3. Once more. 1, 2, 3. Yeah.
Let me see this. Who don't love Murray Poole, for real? It's a blessing that we got somebody like her in our life, for sure. Someone that actually really believes in service above self. So let's give her a real big hand of applause.
When I say Mary, you say Poole. Mary, Poole, Mary, Poole, Mary, Poole.
Cannot think of someone more that we should honor than you for the ST Womeldorf Paul Harris Award. You've made so many people Paul Harris Fellows and truly bring the spirit of ST in your life and in your business. Thank you. And next we have Michael Gross, who was last year's Lifetime Distinguished Award recipient, to give us our award for this year.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome back. I was just caught off guard when Fran called me a couple of days ago and told me I needed to do this, as I was last year when I got this recognition. But I'm super glad to be here to do this, and we're going to recognize a great person today for all the contributions they've made over a long period of time to this Rotary Club and to the community. And each year, the Hendersonville Rotary Club Award presents awards that recognize exceptional service. Many Rotarians have answered the call to serve in various roles, participating in our many community activities, in committees, on the board, and in leadership. It takes a lot of extra effort to add this level of service to anyone's plans for even a year or two. And we recognize and appreciate those contributions. We would not be the successful club we are without these volunteers. Y'all know I hate doing this. Nerves already. Every now and then, a Rotarian comes along who truly exemplifies the Rotary motto of the service above self. These are extraordinary individuals that give of themselves while exhibiting an unwavering commitment to Rotary's four-way test. Year after year after year, they can be found doing the work of Rotary. This is a lifetime. Volunteering for many avenues of service within the club, and quite often demonstrating the principles of Rotary in the greater community. While these passionate Rotarians are happy to serve in whatever capacity they are called, they stand out even more because they also demonstrate initiative, coming up with new and creative ways to give back and support the community and spread the Rotary message of service. This year's honoree has repeatedly gone above and beyond in service to the club and to the community. But then 27 years as a Rotarian allows lots of time to do that. The honoree is a past president of the Hendersonville Rotary Club, and is recognized by the Rotary Foundation as a Paul Harris Fellow +1. He conceived and helped implement our quarterly Law Enforcement Recognition Award. He also conceived of and recently completed, as you heard, a successful fundraising drive for the First Responders Memorial that will be erected in Memorial Park. In addition to Rotary service, this year's honoree has a distinguished career of public service, including the Tennessee Public Service Commission, which later became the Tennessee Regulatory Authority. He has also served the city of Hendersonville as an alderman, as well as serving as an elder of his church. I guess the cat's out of the bag by now, but in case you're still wondering, it is my honor to present this year's Lifetime Distinguished Service Award to Dr. Eddie Roberson.
This is an honor that I will never forget. I remember many years ago, Brenda Payne coming to me and asking me if I would serve as president of the club, and that was an honor and a distinction that I've never forgotten, and this will go along with that. In my life, as many of you know, faith is very important. I guess in the priorities, it's God, family, country, and Rotary. My faith means so much because it gives me an opportunity to grow as a Christian. Rotary means so much to me because it gives me an avenue to exercise my faith. It gives me an avenue to help other people. I can't take all the credit for this. Someone once said that teamwork makes the dreams work. And for sure, this project has been a team effort. So many of you, as I look across this room, I see the faces of service. I see the faces of sacrifice. And so many of you are why this memorial will take place on 9/11/2020. Thanks again for your friendship over the years, and especially for this honor to the board, to the officers, and to you, the members. Thank you, and God bless.
So deserving. Lifetime Distinguished Award, Eddie Roberson. Next up, I missed someone. I can't believe I missed somebody. When we were calling out the committees, I missed the Paul Harris Fellow Committee. And that is being led by Mariana Womeldorf and by Seth Huber. And he is here today, so would you please come get your award? Thank you. Thank you very much for everything you're doing. And we also have each year a President's Award that we're able to give. And this year, as you know, we had a little bit of a shortage in our funds, and we are struggling to make funds for next year, but doing a great job at getting those in. Thank you to each and every one of you that are contributing your dollars that were not collected as dues, as support to the foundation, so that we will have those funds available to give out to our beneficiaries. But each year the president is allowed to give one. And this year, because of our funds, and we had to shrink what we gave to people, we did not miss anyone, but there was a new, we weren't able to give to that organization, although this person is a Rotarian, as many of our beneficiaries are. We have many 501(c) leaders in this room, and they don't just join to be a member to get money for their organizations. They are active workers in this club. And this person had served on our board as well, and they had asked, and we had to decline because, as I said, there just wasn't the money left over at the end. So I'm sorry that he is not here today, but some of our Rotarians have also helped with this. Eddie Roberson, I know he was out there digging dirt, and Barbara Brennan's husband Tom is very involved, and that is the Sumner County Rugby. And Brian Silkwood, who leads that effort up, we're going to give him the $500 to get that field to go towards the kids, however that needs to happen. Glad to be able to do that for them this year. Oh, how are we doing? We're doing very well on time. This is my time to say thank you. I tried to make it around to each of the tables so I could thank you all in case we didn't get this far. But this has been a wonderful, wonderful year of an experience for me. And I thank you so much for the honor of allowing me to serve in this capacity. Jonathan's year and my year split the 50th anniversary of our club. We were able, after much labor, to get our tabloid out that had the 50th year celebration in it. We had decided, due to the events that have happened through this year, that we did not get to have our banquet or our celebration. We wanted to have a 50th birthday party, but that just didn't get to happen. But we celebrated Women in Rotary. If we remember, there was a group of us that got to get together and go down and celebrate, and many of these ladies still wear their pins. I have mine on today. And it was wonderful to be together with the women of Rotary and celebrate them. We had World Polio Day where we gathered and we released a bunch of red balloons. We dyed our pinkies purple and handed out purple donuts to celebrate World Polio Day. And that was, again, another wonderful event. We gave away over $20,000 in scholarships and another $32,000 to beneficiaries of our club, those 501(c)(3)s that need us, and they need us now more than ever. We have survived the COVID and the Zoom, well, it wasn't Zoom meetings, it was WebEx meetings, thanks to Doug Turner, who kept us connected. How wonderful that was. You know, we could still see each other's faces, even though we weren't able to be together, and so grateful for Bluegrass Country Club that they were considerate. They are still continuing to work with us as we do our weekly RSVP, can you attend? And all of those club members that are online watching, please, when you feel comfortable, we want you to come and join us, but until you can, we know that you're there and we want you to continue to be a part of this club. We started the First Responder Monument, which we have talked about many times already today. That is a great labor of love, and I don't know that it could be any more timely than it is right now. And we're also dealing with those hard questions of equality in our country and certainly in our community, and we are working towards peaceful resolution of those, which is a Rotary endeavor as well. So as we continue through and always use the four-way test to guide our principles in business and in our life, I thank you so much for having had the opportunity to carry with me for the rest of my life this opportunity as having been your president. Keith, would you like to call up your new board members and we will have induction?
Absolutely.
I have a list of them right here if you'd like to look at it.
You know, we have traditionally nominated 8 Rotarians and selected 4 to serve as the members of the board of directors. What that means is 4 very worthy people are not chosen. And I have always found that to be sad, because anyone who agrees to serve on the board of directors is stepping up in the name of service. So thank goodness she has my list, because I am not very good at remembering names. The first name that I will call out is Duffy White, And Duffy is not here because it seems that his son was accepted to the Air Force Academy, and this week is move-in week. So Duffy and his family are in Colorado Springs starting a new adventure. I told Duffy that we would see him next week and we will properly induct him. Troy Smith had to leave. I hope this is not a harbinger of what this year is going to be. Let's see, Keith Gunner. He's here. Keith Gunner. Who, when I called him, he said, "For you, I'll serve. By the way, we need to get the stuff out of the church and we need to move it this weekend. You're in, right?" You know, and the last person, I always want to call her Marilyn White, but her name is Marilyn Van Order. Marilyn, would you please come up? I guess I need to go ahead and mention the people who are carrying over, correct? Yeah. Would this be a good time?
Yeah.
Okay, well, carrying over, Terry Lou Westendorf, Brian Silkwood, Nancy Myers, would you come up? I saw you in the background. Now, this is your board. So take all of your problems to the board. Be sure to get their phone numbers, their text. You know, we want you to text them any problem you have. Don't call me because you'll never get a call back. In all seriousness, we also have some very worthy individuals who are going to serve, continue to serve in capacity. Michelle Owens, who will be our president-elect. Oliver Berry, who will be our secretary. Let's see. Michael Grubbs will continue as treasurer. Joey Mancolano. I don't know why, I always think of Rich Corinthian letter when I say that name. Kim will continue as the secretary. And, of course, Fran Marcoux will be the past president. Who have I forgotten? Oh, how could I forget him? I would hate to wake up in his house. Gunny Higley, come on down.
I don't like anybody else.
And Kim, you are actually doing the inductions, I understand. So would you please take the mic to do the induction for the board?
I am.
You are?
Oh, you get the message. Wow.
Oh boy. This part I did not know. I try to induct other club for their banquet. I never done it for my club, and my God, okay. Well, you're supposed to swear. So would you, everybody raise right hand? How you do it? Obedience. You know how to do this?
My arms getting tired.
Oh, okay. Okay, I say your name. I'll put you in the fire then. I would. I'm going to serve our club.
I'm going to serve our club.
As best my ability.
As best my ability.
God bless you.
It's going to be a fun year. Keith, don't go away.
I'm not.
Do we have some past presidents in the room that could come up? Because this is where we do the passing of the gavel. And if we have past presidents and we could line up real quick, we would like to pass the gavel now to President Keith. Stay right there. Yes, get in order. You know where you belong. Past President, would you please begin the gavel pass? I love this tradition.
All right.
And we'll give him his president's pin.
This should pass on.
Got a diamond in it.
This was painful to give up.
We didn't get this from David McKenzie.
And congratulations to Keith Denham, the newest president of Rotary in the world.
So, I need all of y'all's phone numbers because I'm going to be calling. Thank you. I can't believe that I'm a part of this group. You know, I started when Louis Oliver was president. That tells you how many years ago that was. 25 years. Well, thank you all. Y'all can go sit down. You know, this year has been unlike any year, I think, in my lifetime. Yes, Fran, I'm going to turn on my clock. You and she have done so well of keeping us this year on time and getting us out at 8:30. It's better than being in the Methodist church, you know, because in the Methodist church, the minister knows you got to be out by 10 till noon so you can beat the Baptist. So, in any event, if you violate that rule, you're out of the church. Kim, do we present the President's Award now? You know, this year has been like no other. We were cranking along, life was good, and suddenly in March, one Saturday, I felt compelled to call Fran up and say, you know, it's your decision, but I don't think we need to meet. And she said, well, thank you. I've already been in conversations with people and know, you know, we're not going to meet. Who knew how many months it was going to be before we could come together again? Thank goodness for Doug Turner and his technical skills, because that allowed us to see each other. I will tell you that every time we sang, as I was watching at the house, because I was working from my home office, my dogs would howl. It was Oliver who did it, I don't know why. But Fran, you have been a president who has gone through many things, but you have done it with grace. You have done it with love. And quite frankly, I am proud to give you this award, which is the plaque that shows you are the president of the Hendersonville Rotary. So, you know, we have honored today several Rotarians who, you know, I am proud to be in this Rotary Club. My first banquet, and I'm watching my time, my first banquet, David Cooper was the president. And David said, don't be a member of Rotary, be a Rotarian. And I remember sitting there thinking, okay, come on, it's 8 o'clock. I mean, how much longer are we going to be? But for some reason, those words stuck in my head. And as I was getting prepared for this occasion, I thought about David, and you know, those words, they continue to stick with me. I remember the first time I really knew who a Rotarian was, and that was when Pat and Rip Lepcatcher came back from New York City after 9/11. Many of you know Pat and Rip. They were part of the American Red Cross's disaster relief team when 9/11 occurred. I think within a couple of days they were on site, ground zero. They worked tirelessly. What a story they told. Kim took up shelter box and went to Haiti during the earthquake. What a story he told. I remember he wanted to go to North Korea, and they told him, you can't go to North Korea because we can't be sure you will come back. We have mentioned St. Womeldorf. I was fortunate enough to know St. St. was kind of a little bit grumpy until you got to know him. At one time, St. had brought in more people into our Rotary Club. He may still hold that award. Kim met St. He dragged him into Rotary. And then Kim left. And thank goodness, St. went back and dragged him back in. You know, Wally Nickel, I could name people over the years who served as models of service above self. Bill Taylor, Kim Lynch Sr., going to Guatemala and working with the underprivileged, the people there who literally live in garbage dumps. But I also look out here and I see people who last night were up till midnight voting on a budget for our city. I see, well, I don't see him now because I think he's gone, but the sheriff, Anthony Holt, the county executive, I see Judge Oliver, Judge Carter, I see all of the people who serve our community. And then I start looking out, and you know, we've got Daniel Becker and Dinesh. We have such a wonderful group of people dedicated to service above self. You know, it makes my heart warm to know that I'm going to be able to lead this organization. And we're going to focus on service. I commit that to you. And the first way we're going to do that is Larry Lyons is going to get us all up on July 11th at 7 o'clock in the morning, and we're going to go clean up trash, right? Where's Larry? 7 o'clock, July 11th.
Keith, I was remiss last week, not to cut you off, but I failed to, we say trash pickup, everybody knows what we're talking about, but we have new members that don't know. We've adopted the highway from Bluegrass to Drake's Creek. That's what we're talking about picking up.
And we have chosen 7 o'clock just to force me to get up that early on Saturday morning. Thank you, Larry. So, in any event, I promise you a year of fun. Maybe not as much as Jonathan Hayes, but a year of fun. I promise you a year of service. I promise you a year of opportunity. And I promise you that I will do my best. The one thing I can say is we have a remarkable leadership here in this group of people. Many of you are my friends. Some of you are my good friends. Although I don't think anybody I brought into the club is here. Oliver Berry, who has been the best man at 2 of my weddings, I didn't invite Oliver to join the club.
We signed up for the next one, Keith.
So, we have a few principles that we do abide by. One of them is service above self. I know everyone here is committed to that. One of them is that Rotary is not a political organization, although we got lots of politicians in here. We respect each other. We respect each other's political views. But you know, I don't care if you're Republican, Democrat, agnostic, whatever. You are welcome in this room. You know, you are welcome as a member of this club. And we serve together, whether you are from Kazakhstan or Uzbekistan. Whether you are from Korea, or whether you're from Hendersonville, Tennessee. We promise you, we are all together. We're going to serve this community, and I can't be prouder of the people in this room. So with that, it's 8:26. Let's get out of here. What?
We've got a few minutes. Go. 10.
Because this year, next month, Grace Place will celebrate our 5-year operating anniversary, which is just huge, so that's really exciting. And then our event, we had to pivot and make it a virtual event this year, just like all the other nonprofits. And so I am really, really hoping that you guys will all tune in this July 9th from 11:30 to 12:15. You can find us on Facebook Live, YouTube Live. We'll even have it on our website for people to tune in, and if you feel led, please give. It is our big chance to raise funds for our operating budget. And then a lot of you have been so faithful and praying for my mom and her cancer journey. She did officially cross over into stage 4, but she started a very aggressive chemo regimen, and she was only had about a 30% chance of that chemo being effective. And we found out a week and a half ago that it is actually shrinking her cancer. So that's a huge
Kim behind you has that.
Exactly a week ago, Nigeria was endemic country with polio. A week ago, exactly Wednesday, World Health Organization declared entire African continent polio-free because of Rotary. That is the great, okay?
I have 5.
Okay,
This was, sorry for my language, hell of a year for my family and my team. But I want to thank Fran Marcoux because it's official be on July 12th be here since fire happened in Gavel. This is my home and home of my children and home of my family. We're officially done with construction, and thank all of you for your support. I think it was a blessing to join this club and blessing to have everyone by my side. Without you, when I look back, I will not make it. And I'm just telling everyone, thank you for this amazing lesson, $500,000 lesson that I took this year, and amazing help from my whole club. Thank you.
And I want to say thank you to Smart Steps. Y'all probably know y'all, if you have girls, you know that that's one of the premier dance places in town for kids. Last night was their 19th recital. For 18 years it was held at TPAC. TPAC shut down, so she was forced to think outside the box. It was held in Sandersbury Park with several thousand people there last night. My Kaden danced her little heart out. So proud of her. She made company this year, which is a big, big deal when you've got about 5,000 kids trying for it. They were so excited, and Shauna said that as far as she's concerned, she won't go back downtown. She's going to keep that in Hendersonville. Wow. So that is a plus for us in Hendersonville.
All right. So on that happy note, Fran.
Here we go together.
Yay! You are excited to enjoy the rest of your week.
I don't know how.
You little stinker.
Express.